so that now you're getting, a lot of children who are orphans. And so that now the idea of having children looked after because they have no parents has become more widespread. And that's what I mean that say that has become almost like an industry.
Right.
It's very much like, for example, at the time that I left, I didn't have, you didn't see a whole sort of, street or road, almost, with the one, whose enterprise was that to making coffins.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, coffins were made almost on demand. Certain individuals made coffins, and and then 10 years later, I went to Lilongwe, and driving through a certain area, it was like the whole road, the whole industry there.
It's like car dealerships.
It's like right. As you're saying, like as if it's a car dealership. It's just coffins. Everybody's making coffins, and so you realize that something had really taken taken root, or at least had changed the kind of the things that there. So because now that the orphanages have become so much a part of the society, all right, it now becomes part of what the country as a nation has to start to really deal with. And the incident of celebrities like Madonna is, like I said, purely incidental. They are already, the orphanages are there. All Madonna did was to say, I noticed that there's a problem. I want to be able to help somehow. And of course, adopting a child, whatever the official issues that have surrounded it, may be. The point is that she's not creating anything that wasn't already there. She happened to be responding to something that she felt there's a perceived need, and perhaps I can be of some help. Obviously, for someone who is a celebrity, when you do anything, you have your celebrity status coming along with you, and all the cameras come along, and all the controversy can be generated. But certainly the point is that somebody like Anna Key, when she traveled to Malawi, went to Amaya Chifundo orphanage in Lilongwe, saw firsthand what conditions kids have to deal with out there, and contrasted that with the kinds of conditions that she has had to she has been privileged to have. She came to realize that yes, there is a need, and so she engaged in fundraising to help that orphanage. But because, of course, SM Galaxy had been instrumental in identifying the orphanage and getting her introduced, in a sense, it also became part of what now they're getting interested in. And through that, I feel that it may not necessarily be easy, but to the extent that this kind of program can also sensitize the youth to be of service to the kids there, and continue to help them have smiles on their faces, that it will be worthwhile. The public stars can sort of galvanize the attention, but the real work tends to be done by average people, responding to things as they arise, and contributing, offering to assist, taking care, etc. I mean, my own feeling is that somebody like Anna Key has actually done far more, all right, by simply, here's an undergraduate trying to finish off her, bachelor's degree, okay, takes this trip and sees what she saw and decides, no, I cannot be indifferent. I cannot pretend that I didn't see. I cannot, as it were, play ostrich and bury my head in the sand. I should do something. And comes along, raises money so that the kids at that orphanage can have some water. so that the kids at that orphanage can get some electricity connected, so that a maize mill, to grind corn can be, might eventually be installed and help them, get food. All right. I mean, someone who's doing that is actually doing far more than what a public star might do, who might actually make a public appearance, say a couple of things, and they disappear. Here's someone who actually decided to get committed. Now, I don't want to say that someone like Madonna is not committed. She is very committed. She's actually made another trip to Malawi, and she's got a program going there, and the kid that she adopted, she took him back to make sure that his dad can get to see him, again. So she's responding, in appropriate ways too. But clear, of course, what I'm trying to highlight is that, ordinary people who may not attract that kind of, attention, who are not the celebrities, are also involved, and they happen to make more of a positive impact, than you might actually give them credit for.